Good afternoon. Welcome to another episode of the Black Panther Library. Today is not a full episode. We're just going to do a real quick short talking about one of my favorite rules from the famous book, The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. Now, this is a controversial book. Everybody is not a huge fan. And what I have to say about that is I feel like a lot of that is coming from a place of insecurity, honestly. A place of insecurity, a place of maybe doubt in ourselves. I'm not saying that's everybody. I've seen different takes, but I feel like a lot of it comes from a doubt in ourselves and what we might do with certain knowledge. Because Robert Greene does, in this book, he explores a more Machiavellian way of viewing the world, a more cutthroat, survival of the fittest, dog eat dog world type mental framework that intimidates a lot of people. And it's like, how could anybody even think like that? But the reality of the situation is a lot of people do think like that. So what he's really doing is he's giving you tools in your toolkit so that you can combat these different dark triad traits. A lot of it's dark triad traits. If you see them, he gives you tools to know, okay, this is what they're trying to do. So anyway, all that long-winded intro besides the point, my favorite law of the 48 laws of power is don't outshine the master. I love this rule. It's so applicable in our everyday lives because all of life is hierarchy based. It's just how humans function. If you're a child, your master is your parents. Like, they pay the bills. If you're grown folks and you work in a regular company and you're not the boss, you're in a hierarchy, and whoever is cutting that check, you're a master. If you're in a mentor-mentee relationship, the mentor is the master. Like, all across, if you're in a church, your pastor, if you're in the congregation, your pastor is your master. Technically, they're higher up on the hierarchy. So it's super applicable in all aspects of life, and it's just 100% factual that no one likes to be shown up, per se. And a lot of times, especially in our jobs, a manager will be promoted to their point of incompetence. Maybe they were super great at one role, they were super great at doing the job, but then they got into management and that's not really their strength. So a lot of people in these positions of power really battle a imposter syndrome. They have internal feelings of anxiety and they're not sure about every move. So any type of outshining, any type of extra doubt can cause them to lash out very quickly. Even if that is a good person, it's just human nature when you're placed in that position in the hierarchy and you see your peons, let's just say, outshining you. You feel a little tight in your chest. It's like, should I even be the boss? Are they trying to take my job? So it's not that you can't outshine the master. It's just that you need to know that there might be consequences. Maybe they start, applying pressure on you. Maybe they start, exhibiting toxic traits. Like, when you were a child, and yeah, you could show your parents up in front of company. Now, you are 100% able to do that, but you understand that once that company leaves, that just might be your butt. So do it if you want to. So that is really where it's coming from, is a place of just know where you are in the hierarchy. Know your political connections in the hierarchy, and if you can get away with it, if Dad will come because you daddy's little girl, and maybe you can give a little lip, and he'll be like, no, don't mess with my baby. Maybe you got it like that. Everybody doesn't have like that, so you need to understand where you are in the hierarchy before you do anything crazy like outshining the master. That's my take on it. And yeah, I think it really gives you a good place to work with, and it's so applicable in all aspects of your life. So just think about that in all your hierarchies. Start paying attention to who's that person who is like shining a little bit too brightly, and then notice your bosses or notice the upper people in the hierarchy. See how they react to that person. Don't be the person yourself. Don't experiment on yourself, but just notice when people start outshining the master. Just start noticing how management, how the hierarchy, the upper hierarchy starts reacting to that person. It's a great experiment to do. Comment down below what your favorite law from the 48 Laws of Power is. Hey, y'all be blessed. Stay strong. Hey, if you support the revolution, if you got anything of value during this video, then take a little moment of your time, hit the like and subscribe button. Doesn't cost anything, but it does mean the world to me. Thanks.